to end on the 30th of November 2024.
Okay.
Now, before I be ending, and our board is extending it for 2 years, and now it be 2026 November. Now, 1st of May 2025 was a Thursday, and so we bought tennis. My name is Tennis Club Prempe Tennis Fraternity.
Yeah.
Now, you call Takrade. And more Takrade on the 1st. Then I had a call. Said the minister wanted to meet all the CEOs in Accra the following day, which was a Friday. And I was in connection with the swearing in of the boards of the various teaching hospitals and the agencies.
Takando.
Agencies a share Ministry of Health.
Almost swearing boards.
Boards, no. Okay. Now he could draw all the CEOs were there. Now Ukraine said the CEOs are by default members of the boards, but strangely, no CEO was sworn in as part of the board.
To almost swear board new year, and I'm
it was obvious that some changes were going to be made. Now, Ukraine say November 2024, before the election, and I'm here, my first handing over notes.
Okay, now with the why?
My year. February 2025, and I'm here an update. And I was going to do an update in May, and so I May no. And it was because some way, somehow, I felt that now the probability is that twice our confirmation no. And no blame a buying per se, and blame because of the kind of politics. Naturally, in fact, people have started agitating the grassroots of the NDC. Say me MPP ni nkeka ho na wo say me free ho ni nkeka ho enti ye wie sa swearing in no wie no e be ka che say ge ye kọ e no so say ye ntwen ye ti wa ye twen no the CEOs were a little bit agitated. As a nana tamali de no manya a new acting CEO because obekaya the honorable minister call ho nti okoko duru ho no and BC.
I know.
The acting CEO was with us. The Oha and Magajom Zonim. And you be a minty any air train until they should calm down. And I'm saying, what do I mean? And I'm saying, this whole ADSN train answer in the EMEA. Manuensi and the befre say the honorable minister wants to see me and the acting CEO of Kolibu. Now acting because Kolibu na CEO nefriho. And my medical director was acting. He was a medical director substantive. And I know acting, as your friend is saying.
And Ukrainians here be frail.
They be frail in the meal. Into your cockotna, a honor. And I know about Mita Kandon so the relationship with him. He was the ranking member on the Committee on Health. Internationally.
And also prior.
Also prior. I. And I want to say the interesting thing is also Prabahano. Obaha Saturday numre ofri hot Tuesday anopa enti as courtesy to him as a leader of parliament, particularly ranking member on the Committee of Health on Health. Nisika no iwu man eno be ya asem foforo say NDC ni na ma wevu na yi nisika ama no na me kra be say me NDC ni nkeka ho, but that didn't bother me one bit because I felt that he was a leader and that it was complementary to the position as ranking member on the Committee on Health. So we had that conversation. Say, he has to tell me. And I'm sure into the bane on person the neighbor. Not say immediately. And I'm sure okay. Will I be written to? And also anything to frame, I'm sure okay. Immediately there. If we talk rather nearby, and Mesa back to Kumasi Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
But I want to meet my management members and be the one to tell them.
Yes.
Now my small deba, then I say goodbye to the people. And also, some pay to say some weeks crack and I'm so Debbie.
I mean, Tuesday. No?
Tuesday now, baby.
And I learned that Deba was a crying Deba.
It was quite emotional. Now, me buy Monday, and I'm afraid management meeting. Then I told them, nipa ni bi anisu tears na we no and organize deba. So I threw an invitation to Parkwesi Bedu,
who is the
who
CEO
was
now?
going to, yes, who is the CEO now. Say Ombra. Na mimi introducing in Nipano. He indeed came. Although I had heard that there were people who felt that ancestors all banned in Keka home. But Obai. And I think that it was a very good decision he took. So I introduced him. And me can't the minim fan ho kakra and on also J microphone no and said quite a lot of deep things. Because Obekaya, me call Confanoche no. I had the opportunity to appoint a head of department for orthopedics. And I appointed him.
Yeah, the CEO.
Yes. Now there were a lot of people who didn't like the idea. In fact, Obi Kra Kujina baby can say over a dead body in a Parkwesi head of orthopedics. And I'm saying no. It doesn't rest in that person's bosom. As long as he fits into my vision for the hospital, he would be. In fact, hospital in Penyinfo be for me. I can say so NDC and I'm say, well, he fits into my vision. And that was the relationship I had with Parkwesi. So I introduced him. The following day, Tuesday, I was to go meet him near entrance in the ancient ending komo. Unfortunately, me call you know. So I left the books with the director of administration. And I'm doing credit. I say, Abribia obeba o here some membrane ending komo no. Beba, here this an komo no. The truth is that from our time no, May no, I had a call from him in October. That was the very first call I had from him. I hadn't had any text message in Kekao. He admitted to certain things. He made some concessions, but of course, a phone come in I have seen this uncommon because I don't think that is even necessary. Okay, that is how it happened. So I left Confanoche on that kind of note. Nukrene say, I left a happy man. I left a happy man because I believe that a lot of the things I set for myself say team it's me. We could do Confanoche dialysis machines, you know, near 1.5. Half because Baku was working at fault. Na Baku de maximum capacity. Me free honor, near 20.
20?
Yes.
Dialysis,
20
dialysis. Kidney problems.
I dialysis.
How many years now do you Confanoche?
We did 28 months, 2 years and 4 months.
And now to me, all the life of Confanoche, not dialysis here 1.5.
Yes, 1.5 at the time I took over from the first
what do you mean?
Yes.
CEOs are back on the Juma Medinano.
The Meme got 2
years. Got 2 years, 1.5.
1.5.
Fanso the 2. Oh, the 18 dialysis machine.
Yes. These are
and now they are all still working.
These are statements of fact. Yes, or maybe the new dialysis machine, dialysis center. No, may a friend is saying, a friend is saying. Renovation renovations were done, and in February dialysis machines were sent there. Almost started dialysis now.
18
now
more.
Quite apart from that, we could do Confanoche. There was a lot of apathy, a big divide between management and the staff.
As a management one baby
and a staff also
one baby
staff need trimono managers ne ba. And once oba no afro so no akohye
as a buo ni o
na obohu bia no apon no oba besne. But that changed. It drew weekends at na hospital na say it was dead because there was no effective supervision. Then kofo also mba adwuma na bebre so ma. But that changed.
How did you do that? We understand.
Many directors ni na atena say one-on-one, and then at the management meeting I mooted the idea say every weekend and on holidays 2 directors should be on duty. They should maintain a physical presence in the hospital. I was say every weekend be any holidays be any directors too are hospital and that's what TV and supervisor Debbie no nam ho. Not Tuesday management meeting bar no my report.
Okay.
And I mean weekend no. You go about tennis mefa intimate what's nimina. Yes. Ubusa will be all Confanoche or Bekachro.
Weekend.
Yes. Again on weekdays. The year and say sometimes it me on the management meeting. A kind minutes new year, you couldn't new business, and we see today there will be no meeting. We'll be our friend, the deputy directors, Monfrey, head of procurement, Monfrey, head of estates. We are going on grand rounds. 3.5 hours. And we're taking decisions on the spot. Yes. Ask anybody at Confirmation.
It's come by a meeting on was Debbie.
Aye.
To Mudru D3.
Aye.
Adewe.
Aye.
The entire team is there.
The entire team is there. Ubia also young one you may be our
head of estate
maintenance.
One say we by tomorrow see it's done. We done. It's in by the time I'm going solve.
Yes, solve it. And we are not asking you to go and ask Obifu Frobia. Busa anybody at all. Now the toss will be on holidays. One of the things we decided to do, say holidays. Say baby and we juma about double and I say time and a half. Into holidays na ubi abebe juma be about lunch pack.
Ubi about for not
juma.
Oyeweka.
Into 1,200, 300 people.
We and
your kitchen phone and I had told kitchen staff and they said you me made be. Na me the mo nyam fam reme. The mo chiche no.
Mo fa no
bi mo fam reme. Me kono makwa akoyi.
Nti say nyeda.
Enye se me de na o de bre me.
And now you special.
Aye. Inti no kre wom ni say they did a good job. Everybody was happy. Now we could do that because Confanochi initially. Now your friend is saying weekly revenue. Now about 1.2 on the average. At the time I'm
1.2 million Ghana cedis. That is 12 billion.
At the time I'm free on 3.2 million Ghana cedis on the average per week.
Now we're increasing over 20 billion.
Yes. These are statements of fact.
Wow.
Again, I had told the staff in answer to Omubusa me say my vision for the hospital at the very first day. But me catch Omubusa almost say, yeah, take a demo hanyina. You must say na say nka hospital say what nka nyina ekumase. No omo yare a. Yes, omo choose baby e for omo nka omo choose Confanochi. The place was quiet. Now me catch almost say, not until we get to the point. 95% of the people in the room
will prefer to
some back Confanochi. I just said there's something monumentally wrong with Confanochi. But at the time, exactly. At the time, I may be free honor. A large number of people would prefer seeing from Ombra Confanochi. It was because Omunim says the quality of care no binyana na kosro. No cre Confanochi can do much better than it is doing. But for the numbers, it is the only established emergency, your friend is saying, hospital. A what if we are Ashanti region,
or referrals, you say.
Okay. My ambulance numbers, we're receiving referrals from about 12 out of the 16 regions in Ghana.
12?
Yes. Again, total number of ambulance visits to Confanochi in 2024. Around 2,570
ambulance
about either from a home and answer kwan and answer from hospital be eba Confanochi no. Oka Kolebu de 448. Oka Kolebu 37. Rich hospital, Tema General Hospital,
police
and a police hospital in Albuma. Less than number of ambulance visits are not Confanochi nyano.
Wow.
It should tell you the kind of stress
I
want Confanochi so. Now, this is the reason why I am happy, and as I was happy when I was leaving Confanochi. The physiotherapy unit, I don't know what called physiotherapy. Fantastic, your friend is saying, overhaul, year renovations. Oh, come on. I'm sure that the people listening to us would be watching us would be.
Building been a war eye clinic or no? Because saving an idea building. What time now see
eye clinic?
One say Confanochi, you baby, I Friday call. Equino.
Pharmacy block. Omugususi, me boy.
Kosro.
Almost done. Yeah, from IGF. Yes.
One say,
and you free much now. On your left. There's one that is completed. I know a friend is a cleft center. Look, cleft center.
Okay.
It was started before I remember Baho. Now I just
said now my BB is operations.
Oh yes. Now, adjacent to it, you see a pharmacy block.
And
also so cost from internally generated funds.
No pharmacy blocks, I say.
Say,
Hona Munro 70
a long overdue. It's been on the drawing board for a long time.
For pharmacy block.
A long time.
To coin our chassis.
We had the conversations.
Internally generated Sika Muamoji. Yes,
Debbie. I'm telling you this on authority. And you're buying Sika. Main theater renovation. The renovating main theater and a check a crack. But sometimes I don't go for continue maybe I say. Or more you say, we see you are. I did no, but you work through directors who work through their deputy directors and their various line managers. Now, you are not for NTS, say. So, Rana, as just a CEO. No. The CEO has ultimate responsibility, yes. But the people down there also have responsibilities. Okay. Now, a Nima way in Emma manager, psychiatry block, new psychiatry building. I'm almost started a decent place. Now, I have always believed. Say me we are say I'm a buyer. My mom must say be me busia, be bama society, and I've always told this to my children, my immediate family, and my extended family as well. I have always believed to say, me nyansa, and me resilience, my kukudro, should be gifted to society.
I was mining some fast.
I saw. So the baby purpose, impact, change. And that has been me.
It's something that drives you.
It driving me. And intimate namwa me to too many sa me shaha. Na why nyamini pay. Convention is a whole drupa. It is one farm piebon so and kanwa. Oh, here I will be found wanting. And a lot of prayer also went into it. Now, significantly, me call Confanoche and played a very key role so far as me going to Confanoche concerned. When letters had been written, na HSE, Mimrambe CEO or Confanoche. Na Prince of Persia and Kophobia sum.
Sorry, so
and we any 21 days, a Debrew 21 days, in the days of Daniel. Yeah. So back at 21 days. But we need 21 days. 21. Okay. So eventually, Kura intervened. Now, I looked at the state of the hospital and I observed, says, you bet me anymore. Now, especially after looking at the figures, referrals in Kenya, now hospital, at me, so I was saying now, there ought to be a change. DBA meka say me ba ho ne edin ko me ka kire say if HEFRA Health Facilities Regulatory Authority omo na accredited hospitals for operations
say ma kwan ma adwuma ne nkoso
so omo ba that's omo ye minded ahwe asa block ni nyina omo betum because enema ni bi wo ha na enswani na so on the average today Confanoche ehu enipa 1,500 1,400 every day Monday to Friday.
Nipa ba hospital.
Yeah,
you matter on
1,500
a day.
Yeah, in a day, yes. And can you imagine see a close Confanoche? The reason why Semetisa Moka Afari any say was once those two hospitals are opened, it will take a lot of pressure off the shoulders of Confanoche.
Regional hospital, say we are
exactly.
And Afari so military
hospital.
400 beds. Exactly. It's
the reason why emergencies so called Confanoche it affects the quality of care. Now, me call Confanoche and check and a penikesi be on hine obeda ICU. Now I had a certain policy. Says seven previous and the be the political head of the region and the king. I will say you masutri. Sometimes there are courtesies I also will be paying no metimiabe.
That's right.
Inti me on hina sutri. Me wo ho ne frame me so hene se oba. No oba babe. Nti ohene bai. Me nya akwanya ne mienu nko adi nkomo no kra ne se. Me ne nam aye ko ni nyina no. Na me ka chense mira. Ade a me pese me ye nie. Hwe Mira, Wadaroma, so 20 hospital block here or here. And you're fit for purpose. I was saying, Yatum. Then so you're 2 more ye. I'm putting together a team and a concept. Wadaroma, me the beba. Now I will tell you, my sre, unshira no more. And I say, I, on one or baba baby. No cre, or baba share, abrawa mo bia mania. Now, me be CEO of Philanthropic 1st of December. 31st May and Sunday, they make a coach or Krura. But na me amenya kwan asra nemprenu muno na me ni koso di nkomo say na akwakusi and was say when I put together a team for mumra no enfa nensan to so na see riders you put together the team PWD regional engineer architect Kojo Dako Asante or no Jerry Usuansa I'm sure you know Jerry Usuansa or estate developer and na unia Samia Dubuache the Samia Dubuache was the chairman me a member or my can see members now because na adwuma na na be ye wi a e Philanthropic for na be use no the and say just a stakeholder engagement ishishia omo heads of department and in keka ho and a BM technical team no mo hwe ye adwuma no ye de the various heads of the technical units na e Philanthropic na nam say ye adwuma ni wi ni ye gya ho a sa nkofo no and e ba hwe adwuma so it is one for man and
everything
so enti almost ye engagement nyina wie e no he na ma eda isre ne say mira se nka oba be no great ba no say obeba ono a share da 10th of November na efiada e no oba enti oba
ombo dwa
no
ono atena isre
na no kran so say ye na ye sa ya ye nhihye nyina wie na yesusu say e wo sie nya obi o menhia obey the eyes and the ears of the king na ebri bia no say ye pe bibia ka kire ohene na ohene ka bibia kire yen ai no kre na ye ko stress ye mfa hia hene e ma yen hia hene because no medical doctor hia hene because focus hospital Nadia hia hene because he was very close to the king or is very close to the king and yes in fact yes no na nanu panyifo no bi kan say ye need to me see a best stress ye nipa we and ye pe and ohene say omo se ono no mpa me de be ma mo and odene ma e be kan yo sa time na ya ye sa concept ni nyina awie ya ye brochure ni nyina awie and ntine wo say reprint brochure no na ye di hia hene e di e be shem lawyer Masopoku Agima edro na or a member of the board but no committee no so na to ase hene director of finance no so eka committee no and it started say 10th ne ebai no kra ni say 10th ne ya anya adwene say sa 10th ne ko for disika beba ame ajeje ame ajeje na on the day yet is akom no we di say ba omo de nyina ba no hene kan say me nana no me bai so be kaya o kan say me bay ba me ho e be ka kire me ene ye kan say the 25th anniversary no na da roman ke de shemu a na ba be legacy project e de ama na ni je dodo ene o so mu e je scan we nyina no Philanthropic bank at the time na Fidelity ene ye asesa no e ko UMB ena ye call Fidelity for
Fidelity ko
UMB
okay atiasia okay sama nyo sama be
nti ye de call Fidelity for J bia account no mo kan say answer no mbetimi abie account no e was a register project no if it's not a registered entity
you cannot
open an account for it
ejimebao Hill Confi
yes
it is registered with Registrar General
yes as a charity foundation
so it is not Confi
it is not a lot of people don't know this
mebao okay I think I have a letter to that effect
right
I mean Chadi
okay
I have a letter to that effect. Jando, can we have that letter projected? Because you were coming. No, I also did a letter. Yes. Office of the Registrar of Companies.
Right.
22nd July 2025. It was a letter written to Office of the Registrar to ask of the status of Hill Confi.
Right.
So a request for confirmation of registration status and directorship information, Hill Confi project.
Right.
HICAP. We acknowledge receipt of your letter with reference number KATH, dated 11th day of July 2025. There's a Confi Trocoma.
Yes.
Sir,
Register on say.
Sure, say.
Unim the NTS letter ne be buy. When the new CEO came, or throw letter, Edekma, the chairman of HICAP, Samir Dubuache, say, ope audit report, ope we. He made a lot of demands. Now, ordinarily, that should not have been a problem.
Okay.
But I think it had to do with a certain misunderstanding that the project was Confi, and that as CEO, he reserved the right
to have every
everything
information and take control. Okay.
Now, Ochoa's letter, no, Samir Dubuache did not respond to that letter.
Okay.
Before he could, Hiahine, who was now the board chair, no, Saka Hicapon, I responded through an email. And no catcher and say, it's our email, I'll give you a copy.
You got a cratchet.
And no sense a cratchet. Jumano. Periodic reports are sent to Krura at all material times. And nunti tobuase. Because he indicated say person J reports no do call minister or no be call president so. In the catching or catching so own tone buase answer. Na project no. Enye under the hospital management. And enye under the hospital board. It's under Mensah. Into reports ni nyina be call Mensah. Ne call Mensah no enya bi every Mensah. Na the opeso ode ye no. No ode aye. Agoni ni nyem nso so. Sabre no. Na yatro asamu abunsu enko. Say omoma meye audit of that period. No. It was because in June, in June, I had indicated to the team, say I had become functions official. Me June no abawi. I would want to step back. And yes, as man, Chimu and Frimu Kakra. New CEO, but now say, what that's so but matrimony say, a Drew Brabinamu Yame Moana Becachremia. Meba.
Okay.
And I'm a signatory to the account. And so
you
also we tani na no maka James told me boss. And nam sa letters na koba. Inti the response to your friend is saying the board
by
I know by. Then the board now met and the board through Hiahine now wrote say your friend is saying no audit report now my deadline by this time or some of the
when they were even told say it's a Mensah. So now in another breath they were ordering Mensah too.
Exactly.
Eish.
Now no cran so soon say mienu ahe say ya aboama e de ade ma me na wo ba be ka kire me say ya aboama se me mfama wa e bia me de be ma but sebi mpreduasa se krura de ade ma me na wo ba se krura se me mfama wa me de ma wo enye yi
e mebu se krura
e wo se krura ka kire me
se fama no
na maye enam se me de ma na o kire bi
krura ka se fama
se we o se o we ba se o se
that's a Indian nyansa ni afra
eza zo anipa kwa ne bre
obedi hu ya
Inti sa letters ne course. It was because of sa letters no and the man the CEO a call register of companies
to confirm or otherwise
or cultural call you know omo kire say directors ne hwan ne hwan
I'm say an entity known as Hill Confi Hospital Foundation has been duly registered with the Office of the Registrar of Companies. The registered directors of the said entity and their formation are Samuel Adubuache, Kojo Dakun Asante.
Right. And the secretary, Jerry Ouswansa.
Yeah. Precious Edu, assistant registrar. It's not just say it has nothing to do with Confi.
Exactly. Mami Musu Asembi. Okay, say baby, sefa kai no jijiji sika or they talk incubators.
Incubators, no yeah.
Enti yemfan so so they bre yemfan say Ridge Hospital. Now Ridge Hospital for akon say onfa audit
report bra. Okay.
How would that sound?
Okay. So the Hill Confi was an entity separate.
It was a vehicle
through which I bet me I
renovation
registered as an
a charity
entity
foundation limited by
helping
guarantee. Exactly.
LBG
limited by guarantee. And what it meant was that it was private, it was not subject to the Public Procurement Law, it was not subject to the Public Financial Management Act.
Because if it was government,
yes,
why would your goods be at the port? Nearby catch them with some taxes and sanity the amount.
That's it.
Because you can't a home by yasem din Muniama Mukwa.
Who do I know crowd to movie make kai
pa? Because now dear ya bind there. Dear. Now bind the baby ye better now a bind no tax din. But it means the government realized it was
it was to safeguard the project. Said ye be ya aban beko aban beba.
Na ubi to me
politicized. You would have noticed say Muntaka Mubarak the honorable with 110,000.
Yeah.
Apart from that, or a Facebook Live in Chi, Hausa, any English, said the Bayanko for the Sikabeba. Now, me, Sabi Prediasa, and I say this in all humility, I birthed the project. Register as limited by guarantee. Medium. Do you know why? It's because that was not my focus. My focus is say you bet me a hospital ni.
And Yamia don't put me yes, I block.
It me yes, I 2, A3, A4, A5.
And why you breach it?
And in Tisan and it. In the letter, Trono, at some point, the last letter be Omochro, a copy, Auditor General, Ghana Health Service, Minister of Health, and then in Kikahon. Now, Omochro's animal in the response to them was that it was signed by Samuel Dubuachi. Say, sell copies are in Nipano, and yadia. Eye one nsesa hwe me fetchere free hia hene ka kire me mira hia hene say mira misusu say letter chro no emwa sebi producer o yo tumfo na musini enti frɛ benkum ne frɛ nifa na ni enyina ntenase ne kase edie ne yenye ne sei na beboa ne nkeka misusu say ye ne sa ebeyeye na ogi tu mu so obeye 3 days later no sa chro another letter
why
hia hene Intina aye letter chro na fe ba bonte ne nkeka ho. Now the audit was ongoing from Asamoah Bonsu.
Yeah, more private.
Enye private ono na otumfo interest bia oye makoto education fund ne nkeka ho nyina ono na ye. So on see this it was ongoing. Now obi onim auditing processes ni bia no enim se siye work na ekoso ho
adwuma na ekoso wo ai Hill Confi
no na won say ensem de entiema sisa ya nkofo kasa bebre there are things that have been said so or can say ebi susu ananye sa na okan but the communication to us was that also malfeasance be akoso
malfeasance
yes
no yeah Hill Confi
sika
akodi ho aho
I don't know.
Na just as a more use Hill Confi dino de awia sika bia na
ebia sa na or suggesting enti adwuma ni ginai so na misusu se na nya sa na wo se nkeye se so ususu se bibi koso mpo a de obeye ne se nka obefre me sa minua se ni na me ho asem te sei na nchechiremu bi wo ha na de aba me ebire bi mi ko krura ho de me nsa ene me kotodwe nyina asi fom e ka kire mi wura se so hunu se ma fasika bi ma ye bibi entwa yi a ontwa masu enfiri kumase a o ka kire mi se wuntimi nya bone o ya nananu be yi a kire me frɛ
let me ask this.
Ask it.
Now, the project is stalled.
Right.
They
say, Omo ya lift.
Oh,
Omo install lift. Lift and none. The arc.
The arc, none.
And a tall lift. No, utia 1 million Ghana cedis. Or bass or be here, Juma na ekosono. And I say, you guys have done very well. Lift away in Juma. And you met to me, no, ma'am. Intibako or the Abama ma fix it.
Yeah, none.
Yes, Joe, Mr. Joe.
Wonderful.
Yes. Into my lift.
See, I feel no more install it.
Omo, they are about done.
Not just say, but I say, and some na wo ho no.
Na make management letter no ho. So they do a draft. A draft na me obi. Ma me fa ma. E da bonten e na me hunu ye. E na ma print na me say me ma wo copy. Na wo a nso so ahwem. So answer na me ka ho asem na de me ka ne say so wo hwem na ba bi wo ho a indict me a bohu dede ma amansa nyina nte. De etoso mienu I'm an academic. Me intellectual to say wa.
That's right.
O share ade we a ya so draft. It just a final document. Do you know
management letter for the period draft.
Draft.
And draft are questions raised and queries answered. So the final thing will come as
the final
audited report.
You're right. Okay. And you go through and you realize that there's no date. Again, nobody has signed.
Yes.
Into
the way the number bonte.
Here we are.
Say,
Here we are.
Oh, come on.
Now the woman say, ordinarily, I was saying two-way because one, it is not signed, it is not dated, it's a draft.
So it's not a document that it
any document I was saying ye obi aka ho asem nanso so nsema na ewom no eye niema minim ne mahunu nti for what it is worth ye be ka ho asem.
Because other than that, somebody might look at it and say
what you say?
Because I see that's a missing receipt.
What's my asterisk.
So that missing receipt, the person will query.
Yes.
Now, who are we involved,
exactly.
You go and you answer. So and the answer will come to the final report.
Exactly.
Why is Udimadi? This is what has been a problem with Auditor General's report.
Okay.
Most often than not.
Yeah.
When the draft report comes out, then politicians will take it out and begin to make noise. And to the final one,
Public Accounts
Committee. No, now a totally different from this. And to say, Obiti Radio so the draft report. Now the original one. And to so only Obiko Shiani Pakon original.
And into me draw attention about drafting also no.
Yeah, this is a draft report.
And I'm draw.
It does not conclude.
And I'm draw attention to your friend is saying it not being dated
and signed.
And it not being signed.
All the Tabene report are on signed.
Okay. Now, Unim says conveniently, Enko page do 13 and there starts from page 1 again, page 4. Mamake hon to do how page 4.
13.
Or do page 13?
Missing receipts. No.
Network so almost ever started from page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. What do page 4?
2, 3, 4.
Also, Mamake hon.
Contribution by hiccup members.
Amount now on here saying read it.
10,386.
They'll be reading you.
The total amount.
Yes, 10,386,100. I don't know 100. No.
Okay, 10,386,100.
It's saying.
That's 10 billion.
10 million Ghana
10 million
cedis. That is the contribution of hiccup members. Do you know how? It is because Osenka architects, quantity surveyors, the Ministry of Works and Housing let out 15% of the total contract sum.
Okay.
The question is, did they take this? No.
That's a members now and touches it.
No allowance.
So this is the total amount.
Yes, members na for 50 year.
I was saying about
for 50 year and then 10 million na sa document krona amodi circulating. But conveniently nobody will speak to that.
There's a way sika nanka There's a board of directors.
What you say?
Omuko meeting.
Omuko meeting. Not even. Yes. Yeah, what's the demand? No.
10 million is 100 billion.
Yes. No.
But I don't know that nobody
sees a part of the draft report too. What did they mention? I say a part of the draft report.
And nobody speaking to
nobody.
Now they said the also was no over the part. Now they go can utimunye de.
Next time here, sub page on only baby how much summary of costs.
Yes. Summary of costs, opening stock.
Materials purchased. Now less unused stock. Amount 12.9 million. How many money you know PWD?
That's all.
I'm telling you on authority. Say Guadum and now the place all power. Moving original engineer no say.
Uncle be so what?
Tiles, windows.
Why are people using this? What is the end result?
It's for mischief value.
To malign you or what?
Oh, me the malign me. I have become Philanthropic official. They toss me no. You bomb me din wo baby say Addai Mensah ye man sikabi and one farmer. There's no such thing.
So then, okay.
And
what is this report meant to achieve?
We should be asking them.
Because Obia Onimde and your Becca's a report about management letter for the period. Now, on share the draft. Obitual letter, crowd not say a drafter. It means it is not conclusive.
If you are smarter, it way back. Now they are two. Now we change the final one. No,
the final one. The banner near maybe Hana Wuna.
Exactly. Say the net here. Now about missing receipts. We say 5 or 6. Unim. There's a lady. No energy receipts. No or church or anything. Now when you make a mistake, a receipt in one 10 tonkne.
Yeah, the two.
Truckers no afford it. O mistake I no at. O mistake I no at. 86. As a 7 receipts. It is bad. But when you GCR receipts, sir, your friend is saying, General Counterfeit. No. Receipts are hiccup, printing, or Jacob baby. So
it has nothing to do with.
What did they make you say? And sometimes, yeah, miscommunication, lack of understanding.
Say, and not in your friend auditing.
Yes.
You originally
KPMG and Nanke auditing. And here he be catch and say, Krura say, Asamoah Bones, now only ye waiting, and so why not?
Because Hill Confi senasi.
Aye, Ofo said, Dentina, Nankego KPMG.
Transparency.
Exactly, they are established. And now only say, periodically, in the center spread of the daily graphic, any business and financial times, Ubia no contribute to be a near.
Yeah, everything was there.
Yes.
You acknowledge people.
How transparent could we have been? In fact, Unim say.
So now you start accusing somebody.
Me they be accusing me, but that kind of mischief, that kind of propaganda.
And I quite said, yeah.
I na me no. Perhaps me fans so madam from fans so me nu akuma. Ote dem mention say. When I was your friend is saying, junior doctors chairman, no me vice.
Never. A two back on Fanochi, you appointed him
as head
of orthopedic.
Orthopedics. Where there was an interview that was supposed to go on. He's a consultant orthopedic surgeon, a good one at that. Now he's a senior specialist. The promotion to consultant. He interviews him from Monday through to Thursday. He was billed for Thursday. Thursday no. Now abrochre or frame so untimima and ka Friday anopa. Unim say ni we are the Friday anopa. Thursday na anopa no. But me mama train 1 extra day just so he would be there to be interviewed and promoted.
And it happened.
It did. Oh, he knows it.
And he had promoted.
Enti onim say mementaino. Oh, and I mean ni say or time. But sometimes 1 miscommunication and 2 sometimes the people around you.
And you're careful.
Aye. There were people who were punished and for good reason.
Yeah, because you're so suspended doctors.
A lot of these things are fuel.
Almost punish you. As payback time.
Pay me back. You can't pay me back.
Because I don't owe you anything.
That be. Some you pay me back. But you cannot pay me back.
Okay.
You cannot. What did they say? It is the reason made by me a copy of Sir Addai Mensah. Addai Mensah Joel. For the past 2 weeks, he's been on this. When he called me the first day, I'm catching and said, I'm with you. Go ahead. Now, last page, you know. Also, I draw KATH group.
Yeah.
Na Sika, you own, you draw
$759,000. $435.
Okay. Unim. Obia or conversant with a friend is saying, project management will tell you, say when contractor be at the Nadia Ban estimates near or the bar, it was a side for no so tenacity. No more validate.
Yeah.
After validation by the architect or Kofa quantity surveyor from money here, instead of $759,000 now, $145,000.
That is the final figure.
Yes. I was sending the friend said contractor no said no. There were arithmetic errors in what you did.
So this is our
figure.
This
is our figure.
We want to work with.
But
I'm not sure
it is because at the time when I no more audit no, this had not been validated
yet.
My example in the as part of this TV or toy, nibo now remote control for the TV so nibo so where does this happen? Very not to left no my fixes is here. Now a woman say $20,000 fixing the your friend is saying left no. Unim how much it came to 50,000 cedis.
$20,000.
Yes.
Shall say commodity
I can't say 759,000. No.
But I could see 50,000, 500 million got a 50 times. Can you 500 million?
Yes.
Can you imagine?
And you're careful.
That is even less than a $3,000.
It is the reason.
Or 4,000.
It is the reason why say Osaka Sanyamana now on Tiasia you reach out. But what they make
run with it?
Because what they will tell you, and they say the total amount of money in the account now, AM say 2 million, and Omodeka 30 million. And teacher say, and another thing, I'm say a contractor, CEO no. Why would the contractor go to the CEO? And so about CEO no. My question is, you have written to registrar of companies. It has become clear. Say we a limited by guarantee charity foundation.
It has nothing to do with you.
Thank you.
So go to them.
So ask him to go.
So you tell the CEO. The CEO tell him said this thing is it's not Confanoche. I am CEO. So go to the Hill Confi
and you know them
and have a deal arrangement with them.
Yes, as to how
and I'll find out how things are going.
Yes.
But about CEO Honma,
yes, and the CEO
because
is now
he knows to say Bia, the open farmer no. He will try to convince you.
And now the CEO Kasa, and I can understand him. Because they got 13 million.
The contractor now the
Kasa, but
because we are contractor no the figures no the buy.
Thank you.
Mampene.
Yes, yeah.
On you happy.
Mami chiro e wa say. Oh, enti na make say e was say validated. So anya validated that time will be no. What will happen? And they say, yes, this is it.
Okay, Doc, you're wrap it up.
The left side proposed. And at the last column, no.
Okay.
What's the
145,000?
Yes.
Instead of 759.
Yes.
The total Amuma agree.
That is how much he's owed.
He's owed, no.
145,000
is here.
Yes, and this has been sent to him.
No, if the contractor gets there, he will want to use the 785.
And Confanoche put the
and to call Confanoche, you will come back for money.
A nuisance value.
Because you go to Hill Confi.
Yes, we back committee for no
almost 145.
And they have sent this to him.
He is away.
4 months now. Oh, not
no credit BMPO baby.
Aye. Me and I make her say the CEO ought to have communicated much earlier. If that had happened, but there are people around him and some party folk. Oh no, I was away there was all bad on Timbeka and then kick on. See, on any day. So friend it now, friend it now,
okay.
Except that I cannot be able to speak to the issue going forward. Because like I told you, I've taken
but any report you can address it.
I can speak to it any day.
Okay.
Any day.
Okay. Medawasi na
me was a medawasi.
Etambi wo hono ma ya na nyame anim ni Comfort staff. I have a lot of them there. Me money warm. They pray with me.
Right.
On Liberty Hour, Food for Thought.
Charlie, that is caught fire. Eh?
Oh, yes. Nyame adom. Me no amudi nkomo.
Right.
And none. And now, one day, only will waka anything. One person said something.
Right.
And it was like, hey, ready. Professor Addai Mensah, ready. I'm saying, ne se no be sia be pie so Comfort noche
I'm so oba so on crowd
no pie na wo na wo te se dan yesi brebi kra nurse ni bi busa o se wo pede
no nim na onim say me call unity be it was a Friday social work na a Friday Friday na about 4:38 ye pon 5 because near omato omopunu na me afraid director of administration.
And I say, me bam
social work for almost on time, ben, no, say 5. Now I'm say about 4:42 at the time I'm in the Casano. Monday by 12, I want copies of their queries on my desk.
Yeah.
If
you are mutumbi,
oh, damn.
A bit before 5:30.
And now him, in spite of the fact that they were punitive, they acknowledge the fact that no, I am from so. Na me per hospital ni. I was not the regular CEO.
People just didn't want to even ever form. Now I am embarrassment to them.
And I mean, I was from the security to whoever. I gelled with everybody. You will not get one person who would say he took this decision because of party considerations. No.
And you did some appointments.
Yeah, I'll mention the names of people who name some here NDC for me, name some here NDC for me, the Nipa by Farmer and the Okra.
Yeah, Andy.
Zuba.
Yeah.
PV Gh1.2 Datsun.
That's right.
Oh,
they are key
yes. Umunipa mudimba inyina me fa. Nenye se.
Oye party.
There be. Yenimi ehwan sana oye party we ni na me party we ni. In any case, I have always believed, say Niema say education, health, and say dear politics. And I mean, can we nearby IT and wash it? Me, and yeah, me ya da.
So free.
Semi free Comfort Debbie. You live when the applause is loudest.
Yeah.
Unim. But dear me pe, and it's a hospital na.
Ebe
pija. Me no tias is here, touch wood and perish the thought. Semi buash your house is here.
That is the first place we'll rush.
Yes.
And Sanya baby.
But just what the mention as. And let nobody think that I don't mean well for Comfort. I mean very well for Comfort. And I've been very measured in the discussions I have had.
Yeah, because can you maybe one can bet me a kind
but
I also say it's good say we church and yemen because it didn't say
yeah.
Because I dear why you Comfort
yeah.
CEO Sababe Sinko. Ye kase nipe o Comfort eriti ejuma wa be ye o Comfort a. When the first I'll be this sick.
It is to the glory of God. Here, my
also
for now, just a
yeah.
The sword represents the soul of Asante Honesi. And then the Edika.
Yeah.
The Tosu no. I would mean him say no would GD Bako.
Yeah.
Baby, I be nipa mojagu.
To me, oh. Na I will to me a kuntianso. And I confirm not just that be a moje shegu.
Aye.
So you can understand
What-
the
what-
spiritual.
what-
Oh,
what-
it
what-
was, it was.
Into when you don't have people praying for from the 1st of December 2022, I'm setting foot or ABC ne I make us say every Sunday, every Wednesday.
Okay.
There are people who meet with me to pray. 1 hour.
Okay.
Mira,
You want commodity?
me that's it.
Many Yura Riverson,
Okay.
Dr. Riverson on
Blue Riverson, Anna.
Debbie Riverson, a chamber of oil marketing
Oh,
companies.
I see.
One say oil not drew 108 Brent
Wow.
crude per barrel. They say I be a could do no almost so na coffee oil neighbor. Now my yanti yes or almost and sha. Now oil no bet me 15.
Wow, per liter.
Yeah. And then I'm 10, 11, 9 be I able say no bet me 15.
No cranny say
Enti-
and no tray and say issues like oil. Any dollar, any sanema no.
Me and Fanya man.
Me and Fanya man.
Mammy say, I mobile na mammy.